Well, I almost died right there. Holy shit. With a new helmet and a new exhaust, holy shit, it's like Christmas. So I think what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about the new helmet and how I set it up for vlogging, because it was a pain in the ass to finally figure out a combination that works. And it still isn't up to what I expect it to be, but I think I'm looking for like studio quality video and audio in an environment that is not conducive to studio quality video and audio. So, that being said, let's dive right into it. Everything I bought is available on Amazon.com. It's pretty much the easiest way to get all of this shit. I'm going to include links in the description below for everything. You can even get the helmet on Amazon as well. Shui RF 1200 helmet, the Valkyrie red, white, and black paint scheme on it, which is kind of the theme I have with all of my gear. It's all pretty much the same color, red, white, and black, which I dub color awesome for a reason. And then I bought, it comes with a clear visor, and I bought this gold visor with the pin lock inserts. What the pin lock insert does is it's an extra lens basically that goes into the visor on these two posts on the inside, and it's got a silicone barrier that seals the inside of the visor and traps air inside of it, and trapping that air keeps the visor from fogging up. So the pin lock visor is a good deal. I went with the gold. I think it matches the color scheme pretty well, but they have smoke, chrome. I even think they have transition photochromatic lenses for it as well. I'm not exactly sure on that, but I'm pretty sure. I'm getting pulled over for sure. For sure, did not see that cop there. Well, that was the SC Project exhaust, which sounds awesome, by the way. But for sure, that cop's gonna turn around and come for me. Holy shit! No police involvement. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Holy shit. Oh, I was ripping it under that bridge. Alright, anyway. So I also ordered the 31mm cheek pads. This size comes stock with 35mm. And 31 is the smallest you can get. But I have a fat face, and so I commonly find that helmets that I'm wearing smush my cheeks together and into my teeth, and you know, it's kind of uncomfortable. So I ordered the smallest cheek pads I could even before the helmet got here, and I'm glad I did. It's still a little tight. I think they're going to break in really well though, and it's going to be very comfortable once the break-in process is completed, as far as just wearing it and letting it kind of conform to my face. Probably also help if I lost some weight, you know. Anyway, another nice feature of this helmet is cutouts around the ears for you to place speakers for your Bluetooth communicator. In my case, I have a Sena SMH5, and I had noticed when I installed it in my old helmet, the previous helmet to this one, that I could feel the speakers pressing up against my ears, and it was uncomfortable. It was very, very convenient to have it. Being able to play my music, listen to, you know, navigation instructions if I'm going somewhere I'm not quite sure of how to get there, being able to answer, receive phone calls from people on a group ride, talk to other people on a group ride. Like, it's been really helpful to have. But because the speakers kind of pressed up against my ears, it made the helmet uncomfortable to wear for more than like 45 minutes to an hour at a time. And the Sena SMH5 that I have, I ordered it with the boom mic and not with the wired mic. And I had that in my old helmet, and the boom mic is actually really helpful in the fact that what I've done is, for the GoPro setup, I have this Sony lavalier mic that I put into a dead cat, and then I put the dead cat over the end of the boom mic, So now both the microphones for the Senna and for the GoPro are located in the same spot. They got a dead cat on them to kind of kill down the road noise, or the wind noise rather. Jesus Christ, this is bumpy as fuck. I'm just like dodging every pothole and hitting other ones. But the idea is the dead cat tries to cut down the wind noise and clear up the audio a little bit. I've noticed before on the previous helmet that it didn't really cut down on the breathing sound for me, because apparently I breathe really heavily. I sound like I'm fucking Darth Vader. But the dead cat around both the lavalier mic and the boom mic works really well in holding them both into position and keeping them secure. And the way I did is I wrapped the wire of the lavalier around the boom all the way back into the cheek pad, and then I ran the wire from the cheek pad all the way around the helmet, around the back, underneath all the padding, and then it comes out the front underneath the chin curtain. And I used the GoPro official microphone adapter to mate that up with the GoPro that I'm using. Like 140, 150.
Nice bike.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Scooter bro. Scooter bro likes my bike. Those are what people always want to know, how fast it goes. Like, that's the fucking merit of a good bike. Anyway, so I use the GoPro adapter to mate it up with the GoPro, and it's more expensive than the ones you find on Amazon, like the no-name brand ones, but it works, and I haven't had any issues with it, versus I've tried the 90-degree ones that everybody else uses, and either it never acknowledges that it's plugged in, and so I never get any audio, or it works for like a day or two and then all of a sudden it goes straight to shit. So I just decided to bite the bullet and use the GoPro one, and I haven't had any problems with it since then. Using a skeleton case, obviously, for the GoPro, that way you can actually plug in the mic. Some people Dremel out their stock cases, and to be honest, if you're using the GoPro a lot, the more cases you have, the better. I mean, you can mount these things everywhere, and it's nice to have dedicated cases for dedicated setups. Like, I've got one dedicated for the helmet, and then one dedicated for the bike, and then one dedicated for the clip-on mounts that I have, etc, etc, etc. I'm using the curved sticky mount on the front of my helmet, and there's a little bit of a gap in there. It doesn't fit the curve perfectly, so I went ahead and I took some extra 3M tape, cut it down to size, and kind of made it mold on to the curve of the front of the helmet. And then there's a little short extension piece, and then that allows the GoPro adapter to kind of sit behind there and the GoPro case to kind of hold it. And if you adjust it right, you can actually make it so that it'll give you a consistent angle on the camera whenever, you know, because you got to remove it, take it on and off, and take the camera in and out, and etc, etc, etc. So it gives you this nice little consistent way to angle it. The biggest difference I saw was switching from the GoPro Hero 3 Plus to the Hero 4 Silver. Whatever they did in their firmware for their automatic gain control for the audio, for the external mic, was huge. Like, it made a massive amount of difference in the quality of audio without changing anything else, just switching to the Hero 4 Silver. So that's what I'm running on the helmet. I'm running my old Hero 3 Plus on the bike using RAM mounts. They've got a nice little setup. You can see it right here. That's a mount, though, that you definitely want to take a screwdriver to this piece here and tighten the shit out of, because doing it by hand just doesn't cut it. So it's got a little Phillips head opening in there. Get a Phillips head screwdriver in there and just tighten that thing down and never touch it again. If you want to adjust the angle or anything, loosen this piece, use the ball. It's way easier and it's less likely to come loose on you. All links are below. You know, you can get a closer look at all the exact products that I've bought. I think it's working out pretty well. And I'm planning on doing some more gear, motorcycle equipment type reviews in the future here. I'm working possibly on doing a luggage trip review for more of these sport bike and naked bike oriented people, which you can go go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any of that here in the future. Also possibly a trip announcement coming up soon. We'll see how that goes. Still some stuff I'm trying to work out on that. Holy shit, you made it entirely to the end of a video. Good job. Nobody ever does that shit. So for your reward, you can watch one of these 2 videos here if you like what you saw. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. God, that was fucking dumb too. Why do I sound like an idiot?